Turning off some irritating Windows 10 default settings. And here are the items we'll be covering. Number 1, Start Menu Ads. Number 2, Targeted Ads from Third-Party Apps. Number 3, Getting to Know You in Cortana. Number 4, Apps Running in the Background. All of these changes start by opening up Settings. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and get involved. The first item is Start Menu Ads. Microsoft pushes its Windows Store apps, so much so that you may be seeing apps you never downloaded in your Start menu. These suggested apps are basically ads, so let's adjust those settings. As I said in the beginning, all these changes start by opening up the settings. Let me show you the easiest way to open up settings. Select the Start button and then simply type Settings. And as you see, it pops right up. Now, instead of selecting it, do a right click on it and select Pin to Start. You can now close this window. Now, the next time that you open up the Start menu, you'll see your settings has been pinned. So select it, and once you do, Settings opens up and you're now ready to get rid of those annoying Start menu ads. Start by selecting Personalization. Select it from here. Select Start, and under Show Suggestions Occasionally in Start, this is what gives you all those suggested apps, which we don't want to see, so turn it off. And that takes care of ending seeing the suggested ads in your Start menu. The next item is Targeted Ads from Third-Party Apps. Did you know you even have a unique advertising ID, which is tied to your Microsoft account, which the company uses to show you targeted ads? Microsoft also shares this advertising ID profile with third-party apps from the Windows Store, unless you turn this information sharing off. So let's adjust those settings. Again, start by opening up your settings. Next, we want Privacy. Next, we want General. You'll notice here it says let apps use advertising ID to make ads more interesting to you based on your app activity, and turning this off will reset your ID. This needs to be turned off. Next is Cortana Getting to Know You. Cortana gets pretty personal with the information it collects about you, such as speech and handwriting patterns and typing history, which you may consider to be just a little creepy. So let's adjust those settings. Again, start by opening up Settings. Once that's open, the next thing we want is Privacy. Next, we want something called Inking and Typing Personalization. Select it, and as it says here, when this is switched off, your personal typing and inking dictionary will be cleared, but the standard dictionary will continue to provide typing suggestions and handwriting recognition. So this is what we need to turn off. Once it's off, that takes care of that collection from Cortana. Last but not least are all those apps running in the background. Many apps run in the background, even if you don't have them open. These apps can receive information, send notifications, download and install updates, and otherwise use up your bandwidth and your battery. If you're using a mobile device or are on a metered connection, you may want to turn this feature off. So again, let's adjust those settings. Again, open up your settings, then go to Privacy. Next, you'll need to scroll down until you get to Background Apps. Select that. Once you get to this screen, you have several choices that you can make. You can simply turn this off and it will shut off all the background apps. The other option, which is what most of us will be doing, is to turn off the individual apps that we do not use. In my case, let me go through the list. I don't need the 3D viewer. I don't use an alarm clock. If I need the calculator, I can always go ahead and turn it on or run it. I do use the camera. I do use, on occasion, Cortana, but I've already made some adjustments to Cortana. I certainly don't need Disney Plus. Feedback Hub is something I use on occasion since I'm a Microsoft insider that needs to be running. I use Feedly. I don't need Groove Music. I don't need Mail and Calendar. Maps I use. Microsoft Photos I use on occasion. The Microsoft Store does not need to run in the background. I use Movies and TV. I use Office. OneNote PDF Reader by XODO I don't need, so I can turn that off. Paint 3D I don't need. Phone Link I use. Quick Assist I use. Of course, the settings, I want it. Skype I don't need. Snip and Sketch occasionally. I don't play games, so Solitaire and Collections don't have to be on. I also don't need Spotify. Sticky Notes I use. Tips I don't need. Voice Recorder I use occasionally. I don't need the weather. I do want Windows Security. Xbox Console Companion I don't need. And Xbox Game Bar I don't need. So I've made individual choices which leaves on the items that I need and has turned off all those items I don't want. And that takes care of background apps running when I don't need them to be running. Now that you've turned off those irritating default settings, you should have a better running, more secure, and less annoying system. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.